Okay. Last time we managed to leave the first island. Now we are on Lady Vengeance and the ship isn't moving. We need to fix that. Which means it's time to loot everything. Mage's gone.
Claude, so close to escaping.
A sudden diary. Today is a momentous one. So momentous in fact that I have decided to start keeping a diary. To record my time on Lady Vengeance. So that one day, should I have a family, my children and their children may know of my small involvement in these momentous times. So to begin, today the Divine Lady Dallis, Hammer of the Order, arrived on board. She swept by in all her momentous gloriousness, and I fancied that as she glanced at me, a tiny smile twitched at the corner of her mouth. The hammer smiled at me. Possibly. Uh, then she went to her stateroom, and there she spoke to the doors. I did not hear the whole of the conversation, but I believe she spoke of the principle of fortitude, which is, of course, an important part of both of ethos of the order and of maritime construction. The door seemed suitably inspired and opened for her. We glided, but inside, and we have not seen her since. A moment those days. Orders, we have orders. The ship is to see action. An evil band of rebels has landed on the island and we are to destroy their ship and perhaps them too. Tomorrow, I shall recount the story of our glorious victory. Fortitude is the key. Fortitude shall open the doors. Alright. What
I
is?
remember this one. His name was Kerben.
No.
His friend's sword couldn't save him, it would appear.
Kerben has been put in a rather unfortunate place. Damn. Okay, so we got a couple of new skills.
Deliver us from peril. Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive.
It's imperative to get this ship sailing.
I know what's at stake, but I have to warn you. This ship is alive and dangerous.
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment.
Did she learn anything useful?
Nothing. The ship is live wood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. I just don't know what.
Let's take our leave. And we are just going to loot the Seeker.
Blessings to our fallen. Pray
Oh,
that they
that's
may
weird.
find rest.
Nothing we can get from the sacks. sacks, doesn't it? Alright, there's a dead magister here who has nothing. Let's go downstairs. So we learned few skills like supercharger. 100% more base damage. More base damage. I feel like that's going to be pretty amazing. So what do we have here? We have a chest. Some basic supplies. Couple of assistants. Some dwarven stew. Why would you have a knockdown arrow here? Here of all places. Damn. Okay, sure. Maybe there was nothing on the poster. I mean, why would there be? And now we have our beautiful storage chest. And we can finally start dumping stuff there too. Like ingredients and other stuff like that. Who are you? Our beast.
Nothing. Empty as Dallas's heart.
Kind of beastly. So there's a lot of beer here, and beer is going to be...
Rubbish.
Excuse me? Now I'm going to take it all.
Empty as Dallas's heart.
We're going to get drunk later.
Wish I had half a clue what
And
was
we
looking
can only get drunk by using Red Prince. Because I believe undead characters are immune to getting drunk. What a life. What a life. Okay, let's just go a bit more down. Here we have Samadel,
There's something to these doors I'm not seeing.
and
But what?
she is still not selling us anything too useful. Sergeant Zrilla, we won't be needing her
What's this? I found
services. And now this mirror is pretty good. You can respec here, it's free of cost. And you can do it as many times as you want. So if you notice later in the game that your build is not working really well, then you can go adjust your skill points. There is also a slight bug there, involving a couple of talents, I believe, all skilled up and bigger and better. And by abusing it, you could get pretty much unlimited amount of skill points, which would end up making your character quite strong. So we could do that, but we won't. Okay, Red Prince is our talking guy.
The
Constant.
Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her joints audibly pop. She sees you draw near.
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a prisoner around here, not guarding Alexander the Bloody Divine himself.
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
Tell her to open the gate.
Good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold, and the other one ain't in much of a talking mood.
Well, we are going to try.
All right then, just... Hope you find something useful.
We will.
A young magister paces around the brig, fussing over Alexander's unconscious form. She leans over and applies a damp cloth to his brow. She notices you observing her. She straightens her back and sets her jaw in a defiant scowl.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any of you lot. So stow your questions, lizard.
Well, she must know something.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
Let's raise our hands. It just has to listen.
The magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance.
Let's try wits. Move.
The magister's stare hardens into an intense scowl.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine... Magister Ranley, Corker...
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to
Well,
me.
in that case, we are just going.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough!
Now we can just move on. I thought we had more persuasion, but apparently not. But it's alright.
Expert warriors for hire, all
It's
seasoned
all
in combat.
right.
They won't let you down.
Let's see what this door wants to tell us.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice its unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection.
The old text spoke of doors like these. Disputostiums, they were called. Place your palm against the door.
The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood, tortured and tormented. A six-sided indentation is carved on its forehead, as if a gem or amulet had made a mark there. The face vanishes.
Let's hold the gem you took from Alexander.
The anguished face appears once more. It dips its forehead towards you and waits.
Well, sure. Let's.
A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door. It seems to breathe. All of a sudden, all anguish is gone. It gives you the sternest of looks.
No entry allowed through the starboard stateroom door. Please use the port side door.
You got it, boss.
I am summoned. Speak the password.
Well, it's fortitude.
Yes, and yes again. The word is spoken.
And we learned it from the Sodden Diary. Time to loot it all up. Well, what we should actually... let's just talk to
Just one more moment, please.
this daddy man here. And he might actually have some... Ooh. Some cool stuff. Found. Well, he has runes. And does he also have... No, he doesn't have that one certain necromancy spell.
He
Yet.
clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet sitting in his lap.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks?
We have seized the ship from the Magisters.
I'm a prisoner, of course. Do you think I'd be sitting here calmly if I was a Magister holdout? That infernal Dallas woman left me trapped here, too weak to escape. It seems I'm in your debt.
What did Dallas do to him?
Why torture? What else?
Not very nice. Not a very nice thing to do.
He extends his arm and pushes up the sleeve. Beneath, the skin is withered and discolored, as if it were magically decayed.
She used some form of domination device on me, forcing my hands to do her bidding, and I've ruined them in the process.
Express your sympathy.
Well, the situation is looking immeasurably better now. You'll hear no more complaints from me. So why don't you tell me all about my valiant rescuers? To whom do I owe my thanks?
Well, let's just say that we are in exile.
A wise philosophy. One should always embrace the opportunities that present themselves. I ought to continue what I'm doing here, unless there was anything else.
What did exactly Dallas had him do here?
I have particular skills that she sought. Healing, crafting, and more arcane magical practices. She had me enchant a dead cat, for instance, so it would seem alive.
He clicks the gauntlet into place around his withered forearm, his eyes on you the whole time.
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest is a blur.
The memory loss is very convenient.
Trust me. Convenient is the last word I'd use to describe the experience. Pass me that copper wire there, would you?
Pass him the wire.
He takes the copper with a nod of gratitude. His sleeve slips back, above his elbow. In its crook, you see part of a tattoo. A pattern of concentric circles rendered in black.
Perhaps my memory will come back with time. But for now, I'm afraid there's little more I can add.
Let's say that we don't believe him.
I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Why must you push me like this?
Well, let's remark his strange manner, his abilities, and his tattoos.
I'm more than a sum of my parts, friend, indeed. But I fear you might have come to the wrong calculation about me. How about you just let this matter rest?
Let the creature live. He's hardly worth our time.
Let the creature live. He is hardly worth our time.
I do not want to provoke more violence.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet-clad fist and shakes it. There's a lot more power in his grip than his slender frame would suggest.
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service.
Well, maybe he can give some insight into Dallas.
I must admit, despite what she did to me, I can't help but admire her a little. The woman is unwavering. She will break before she bends. So if you should cross paths again, be sure to leave her broken. You will not get another chance.
The gauntlet, is it Magister forged?
No! This piece is far beyond what those wretches could muster. This is something of my own design, to meet my own requirements. The Magisters left me weakened, but this will help give me the strength to carry on my work.
He seems to be a skilled craftsman. Is there anything he'd be willing to trade? And there is a lot here. But let's not yet. You think there's more to his story? He can trust you if there's something he wants to get off his chest.
We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal?
You know a fellow of intelligence and reason when you see one.
I do not confide in reptilian fops. Whatever measure you have of yourself is no doubt bloated by the labors of slaves. Leave me.
Let's take our leave. And now we have the opportunity to maybe use one of those nice little beers we got.
You did it! I knew there had to be.
And now that he is actually drunk, we get a little bit more lucky charm. And that's really good for us. The lucky charm makes it so that we might find more valuable stuff whenever we search. I have too much to carry. Whenever we search drawers, boxes, barrels, anything.
I'm glad that your doubts have been put to rest, my undead friend.
Well,
The
I
last
am
thing we
just
need
going
here
to
is
donate
more
some stuff to you.
unpleasantness.
That's alright. Well. What do I donate? Take Mage's Garment. And maybe Seditia's boots too. And take the grappling gloves. Damn, just how about you take it all? We won't be giving these two. You'll be getting mail armor. Now he's at 100 attitude. Oh, there was sure, I don't think we are going to be needing these. Well, that's a lot of damage, but we won't be needing it. Alright, and now we should have the opportunity to... Oh, we can't still send it to Lady Vengeance. That's unfortunate. That is a bit unfortunate. We will need to finish the ship first. which is fine. We are just going to be taking a little bit of... Ooh! A warfare ring. Oh, I didn't mean to take the empty bottle, but... Who knows, maybe it'll prove useful. There's a certain amount of stuff here, like a glass of wine, a gold pile we can search, empty potion bottle, another one.
This looks like a teleporter pyramid.
Yeah,
It'll certainly come in handy.
there's a letter here, maybe we'll read it. Draft. From the desk of Dallas the Hammer, he warned. Subsequent to the bloody atrocity committed at Besan shall all seekers be stripped of the titles and privileges once afforded to them as the members of the Divine Order. Their mistake must not be repeated. Note to self, leave Meister in Driftwood. This is enough. Sure thing, brother. Well, there's a dusty tome. This book is written in what appears to be an ancient dialect of the lizards. Its contents can be understood by few, but it might be possible to recite it phonetically. Amazing, I know.
This is written in ancient lizard script. It appears to be a song.
I really want to take all these plates too. A book. This book is unreadable. Fair. Well, what do you know? Steam lands. Removes decay, which is kinda cool. Maybe we will just learn it then. Old-fashioned boots. Small strong box. Diary. Pages and pages of undated diary entries fill the well-cared for yet well-worn tome. Of course, I'd like to think that this makes sense, because all of this is for nothing if I lose my head. The only thing I can count on to guide me is my good sense. Without that, I'm no better than them. Is it really as mad as it seems? We are so alike. There's a kinship there I've never felt before. I suppose history would paint me the same way it painted him, if I don't succeed. Dallas the tyrant. Dallas Rex. Power is important. I said it to him in one form, and he said it back to me in another. Power is necessary in order to do great things. Worthy things. The only worthy things. He knew that, and so do I, and heads break along the way. But in those shockwaves something invaluable shakes loose. I've never met anyone who understands this. What I wouldn't give to open those bars and go and sit beside him. Look straight into his eyes. I bet I'd see my own reflection in them. What am I waiting for? At the end of the diary, one entry stands out, written in large, unkempt print. The same hand as before, but not the same mood. Amazing! He's seen so much more in me than even I knew to look for. The form he has shown me. Hard to believe I ever believed my wings were figurative. Was Dallas's
What's this?
diary?
I found something.
Oh, we found something. That's pretty. How about we move a chair then? Oh no. Like so. there's a lot of stuff here. Sure.
I've spotted something.
Sure. Just wait a moment while I rummage through these shelves. A resurrection scroll. We love that. Some more recipes. Learning ledger. A thick book. Oh, wow. Treatise on governance. Okay. An ancient book. Became an illegible book. Skull. We love skulls. Here. We probably aren't too interested in the Hubert's Encyclopedia. Okay, so what happened here? Is the chair not heavy enough? Certainly seems that way. Oh wow. Well, sure, we can just end our dialogue here and not be drunk anymore. We can use the button. Oh. Painting of Lucian, we won't, but we will. Painting of Battle. Take some amulets, some plates, some. Ooh, unidentified booths. There's a button here. Like so. A metal staff. Probably aren't too interested in a metal staff. Okay, so what we are going to do here is a little bit weird. Because we know there is a fight down the hatch. And we are just going to go there. We are going to also give us a couple of buffs before we go. And here we are. And this is always a scary fight. Because these hit like trucks. Over 100. But I have a plan. Which involves Chameleon Cloak. Only 2 turns of invincibility. We'll just come here. Alright. So now we will teleport this pet here. And we won't be able to summon this round. That's alright. Because we are just going to Worm Tremor. So they shouldn't be able to move in anyway. Shouldn't be able to. Like so. And I kinda fumbled because Fane is still not in the battle. I could have Worm Tremored using Fane. Oh. Is there like an element they are weak in? No, but they are resistant to air. That's alright. Because we are going to just make another fire incarnate. Which we certainly do love. So let's put the incarnates around here. We'll buff him up. And now I think we could even well, sure, it's not a smart thing to do, but let's just use a supercharger here. This is such a weird play. And we can still give him peace of mind. And now he will die after this. After this turn. And here we can see that his damage is 104 to 115. Which is fine. But we are going to do a load of damage here. And then we are just going to die. What? You were able to... Doesn't really matter. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. Why would you do that? Why would you even do that? That's so weird. Now we are going to hit our good fellow here. But we don't really care about it. Because we wanna see these guys. And they are still tangled for one turn. Which is nice. Cool. So we can just keep on wailing. Let's just keep on wailing. Well, yeah. We can just try to stun. No, we won't stun yet. No reason to stun yet. Is there a... Okay, that's a good place. Not for a reincarnate, but overall, a good place. And then let's just burn this guy. And we get another turn. Well, now is a... Well, yeah, sure. We can just Worm Tremor here now. I believe it's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine, isn't it? And Incarnate is... After one turn, damage plus 100%. Okay. So he's going to be even stronger if he still gets a turn here. Am I reading it correctly? So let's just try to ensure his survival. And maybe we can... Well, it's not much, but it's something. And then haste Red Prince. Oh no. Oof. I... Oh. Oh. Yeah. That was a... Yeah. That was a lot of damage. Holy moly, that was a lot of damage. So what we can do right now is just try to finish the fight as fast as possible. Target this guy. Okay. Don't do anything stupid. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, but this is going pretty good. Still, we are not in a difficult position. We can probably finish this fight right now. Well, this one is just going to... Yeah. I think we won. We won. But if we didn't get the first turn, it would have been catastrophic. It could even be a run killer here. They are so strong. A charming arrow. Madam, as requested, I have carried out thorough trials on the impish pyramids and have drawn the following conclusion. 1. Using one pyramid teleports you to the other. 2. Connected entities will follow whoever has initiated travel. 3. You can use pyramid while holding it in your hand or interacting with it while it rests on the ground. 4. Touching a pyramid isn't sufficient to use it. One must access its other functions by another method. This is all I have discovered. Thus you may assume this is all there is to discover about these particular relics. Tarquin. The good guy Tarquin. And
Another pyramid.
yeah, another pyramid. And now that's going to be super useful. Now we can teleport to one another. And that kind of privilege
I'm glad that your
is
doubts
pretty
have been put
strong.
to rest, my undead friend. The last thing we need here is more unpleasantness.
I know. He's by my silver bear. I don't even have any bad equipment to sell. We should make potions of all of these. But then again, potions way more than the materials. So we will take our leave. And I believe we are done with the ship. Now what we need to do is maybe we can...
There you are.
I was just thinking of you.
We've unlocked Dallas's quarters.
Indeed? Excellent. You've shown some ingenuity. Now show me more, and search every corner of those quarters. There must be a way to control this ship tucked away somewhere.
Go to the tome you found.
Naughty lizards.
Oh.
Then I suppose that rune on the figurehead was a slave scar. This tome must be the song that controls. Well done. Go on then. Sing it to the figurehead and get her to sail. At a god.
It's time to take control.
Nothing here.
And I am once again scared of the next fight. I wonder if there's anything we could... Corpse explosion, but we are not physical attackers here. Armor of Frost sounds pretty tempting, for sure. Chain lightning sounds really tempting. I guess we are just going to have to do it. Rallying cry. Okay, then we are just going to do it. This guy, level 10. Just like that. I gotta be completely honest with you, that's pretty rude. We are still level 8 ourselves, yeah. We are level 8. Let's talk to Red Prince.
Yes, by all means, let us partake in the art of conversation.
What should we do next?
Why, sail for the mainland, of course. The sooner Fort Joy is but a blemish on the horizon, the better.
Okay. We met with our god.
Indeed. Rallick, if I'm not mistaken. Always was rather the slow sibling in the Pantheon, wasn't he?
But we didn't even meet Rallick. We did. Why are we talking about Rallick when we didn't?
Quite so. I suppose you too met with somewhat of a disappointment. For we do have to wonder, can a god be called a god still, if they have to plead with another to assume the powers they seem to have lost?
Did you not partake in the powers they bestowed upon you?
Of course I did. Only I'm not foolish enough to let it buy my loyalty.
Okay. There. Okay. Certainly, there is absolutely no reason to save.
Before you is a towering figurehead carved in the likeness of a dragon. It looms over the bow.
Let's
its
sing
fangs
the song.
bared. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master?
You wish the ship to be free and hope it will help you in return.
You are kind, but I can never be free again. Not truly. I am a vessel and must be guided. Let me take you wherever you wish. We can depart as soon as you are ready. Ask. I am here to serve in all ways.
Remark that you sense a great pain, loss of a rich elven life and afterlife, torn apart and scattered throughout the beams and masts of a warship.
The bow of the ship creaks downwards on the swell of the ocean. In the breeze above you, the faintest hint of what might have been a melancholy sigh.
Once, I was an elf. I passed away and was reborn as an ancestor tree. In a beautiful forest surrounded by kin of both flesh and root. But that time has passed. I saw that forest reduced to a dead place. Then I was taken away. My memories were lost, like the leaves from my branches.
Note that you've heard that livelihood came only from ancestor trees of the elven homeland, but those forests were sacrificed in wars of the previous generation.
Sacrifice must be made willingly. Our home was stolen from us. Magisters destroyed our way of life to end the war they started. Then they uprooted me, and they tore me apart and turned me into this monstrosity.
Well, we've heard enough. It's time to prepare to set sail.
Of course. Wherever there is sea, I will endeavor to bring you. Consult with your companions and set a course.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail?
The ship is active and ready to
A
sail.
slow, toothless smile stretches across her face.
To driftwood, then.
It is time.
It most certainly is. Forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the God-woken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship, kill my bishop, and ally with demons. But you have no idea what you're really dealing with.
We are ready, mistress.
Yes, but are they?
I swear, mistress. I swear they'll perform admirably.
Very well. Show me. Goodbye, sorcerers. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. Do act!
Casual meteor shower. Duh.
Oh, for the love of the void. Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to safety. You'll need to buy me time. Show us what you can do, Godwoken.
Godwoken? Parasites, rather.
I'll take care of it, mistress.
Let's see how it suits you. Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
Okay. These are pretty high-level characters. And here we can see something funny. Poison resistant to 100% and undead. Alice is actually undead. That's quite funny. And the same can be said for the cloaked figure. But okay, there's a fun little thing that is possible here. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but the loot from the chest becomes the level of the person who loots the chest or breaks it. And we could teleport this chest to the fire, the cloaked figure made here using the meteor storm. And if it burns here and destroys itself, it will drop a level, I believe it's a level 20 item. Which would be a really good if it's like a wand or something like that, but it's pretty much entirely random, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. That's just something I think it is. Okay, we are going to Worm Tremor here. And we don't want... Oh, we should Worm Tremor using Red Prince, shouldn't we? Because we could teleport more people into the AoE. But I think if we just teleport this guy there, like so, in a good cluster. And we are going to also time warp ourselves. Just for the giggles. And now is a good idea to use our single teleportation scroll too. We don't want to have to deal with... which one does more damage? The Silent Watcher or... 165 this one! Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. We are going to use the teleportation scroll. Silent Watcher. And put him somewhere around there too. Well, it actually really does, holy moly. Then we are going to Worm Tremor the entire party there. Like so. And we can jump somewhere high, like here. And there's already a lot of fire there. So what we should do is just... It sucks that we can hit this guy too right now, but we'll just make some more fire over here. Okay, okay. Are managing. These people are super strong. And our incarnate is not super strong. But we can make a huge amount of damage here. We can do this. I honestly think we can do this. If we just summon our incarnate like maybe here. I really want to use the supercharger here too, but that's going to be pretty... It's a really tough choice because if we use the supercharger now, then that means that we are going to be like sitting ducks here. With Red Prince, who has close to no physical armor, close to no magic armor. But we would be able to probably kill like one weaponized monk right away. Oh, it's such a difficult choice. But I think the right choice is to do our swift escape. Not my proudest moment. And we are leaving this swell guy to just die here. Yeah, the Geist will. Yeah, that's suboptimal. Ah, Gareth, you. Why would you do something like that? Oh yeah, the Geist could have just... The Geists are the real enemies here. They are way too strong for their own good. And so we will do a trick like this. It's a cool trick. Our next trick is to the faster we can deal with these enemies, the better. How much does the Geist still have? 300. Oh. I was so afraid that would have destroyed the oil barrel. You will not take me again, Dallas! Okay, so we got a nice boost here. And yeah, Gareth, get cursed. Okay, here we will a similar strat. Would we actually make a totem up here? Would it be okay? Let's make a totem up here, yeah. And then we should be able to give him a supercharger too. Yeah. Yeah. It's going great. It's going great. We can do this. We can still do this. And then there's this guy. Yeah, that's good. Good. That's not good. That's not good. Oh my god.
Bring her to her knees. Do it!
still one more round to get the teleport. Well, she's going to be just alright there. But they are not going to be alright at all. How many enemies do I still have there? Watcher, Geist, another Geist. Maybe these two will be our first priority, because this one still has a lot. But nevertheless, we can do this. Pain dealt a critical hit. Oh, we can. We can actually do critical hits with this character. I really forgot about it. Well, that was super lucky. I was certainly not counting for it. Okay, so now we are just going to maybe shock the Geist here. And the Geist will... 11 damage from there and 17 damage. He should die just by being there. That's super good. We want to... Well, this guy is still burning, which is great. I really wanna just make sure the Geist will actually die there. Well, nothing I can do there. Yeah, let's do this. Red Prince just blasted. Could I delay my turn? Is that a good choice at all? Let's delay. This guy. Just keep on keeping on. Corrupted Blade 2. Oh my god, Gareth is really getting it. And the target is too far too. We can walk here. He took so little damage from the fiery malediction. Do we have, like, how much fire resistance? 45% fire resistance. How? Boon of Vengeance. Okay, from gear, from sophisticated. Okay, that's actually great. And now we... When's the Geist's turn? Next time. All the way over there, okay? And we will be able to do both of our turns. Yeah. We can do this. We absolutely can do this. Now we should also have the teleport ready. We can take the weaponized monk. 42. like so. I would have loved just freeze them all there. But instead we are just going to throw dust. And throw poison. I actually... It's there, isn't it? Yeah. You can poison them all. A little longer! Yeah, surefire malediction on Red Prince. Nothing to worry about.
I can't contain it for long.
And we are just going to keep them there. Sure, but let's just make an... That better be fire, really. We can make a fire totem there. And... we can... Let's supercharge it too. Why would you use ice shard, my dude? They are burning. Why would you do that? Okay, we have a slight problem here. 400 HP on Geist. I think it might be impossible to do anything to it. But we are going to try, damn it. 300 more. 300 more. And then it would be done. Then make a trap. We might have a fireball scroll. And that could be just enough. It's not going to be nearly enough. Oh, 99 HP, that is actually pretty frustrating. We were so close. Damn, I'm good.
With the help of the half-demon malady, the God-Woken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet sour smell of decay suddenly punctures them.
Been here before.
A faint creaking sounds in the distance.
Okay. I'm cool with some
a tree. What's
creaking.
from it?
Here we are. Oh, I can't wait to get to Driftwood and listen to a certain dwarf. going to be amazing.
Must be a way across.
Must be a way across. How about just walking?
Armadia. The Lords. How can this be?
Amadia, god of wizards. Seems to be pretty cursed. It even required level 7. Holy moly. And we have a level up. Let's clear the level up. Once we have the Red Prince too, we can do it at the same time.
Armadia hangs before you, her face cut and bruised, her chest barely moving. You think you see a tear run down her cheek. You lean in. That's no tear. It's sauce. The shimmering liquid is seeping from her wounds and dripping to the ground below her.
Well, sure thing. Let's just... Let's bless the lady.
Your whispered blessing slithers up the tree, cutting the heavy, dark vines that hold Armadia in place. She jolts awake with a gasp, golden light pouring from her eye.
My child! Oh, my dear child. Blessings be that you are here. Blessings be that they did not get you too.
They?
The forces of the king, they are everywhere. They are everyone. Please step carefully, child. Trust neither king nor pauper, baker nor warrior, traveler nor friend. We may only trust in each other, and I do trust in you. That is why I chose you. You have a pure soul, even the others.
She pauses, looks over her shoulder and sees the others hanging from the tree, all but lifeless for the first time.
Our brothers! Our sisters! This is perfect.
Perfect. Those are the last of your people. You should help them.
No, it is too late for them. You need that source more than they. I do not say this out of malice. I say it out of love. My love for you, Fane. My love for our people. These misguided fools would sacrifice this world to the very forces that saw us strung up like so much fruit. No, we are the only hope to save this world. You and I alone. But we must hurry. The king's minions are close. They are so close.
King's minions, what are they?
As I hung from the tree, I had a vision. I saw Rivellon overrun by monsters. Void-woken creatures that destroy all in their path. They are his servants, and that is his threat. His promise. You can't let it happen. You have to stop him.
We have our own problems to solve.
I know, darling Fane. I have seen you move through this barbaric world. I have seen your struggles. But they are nothing compared to what would befall us all if you turn from this path. You were powerful once, but you have forgotten. You must look within and learn it anew. And then, you must ascend to divinity.
Once Lucian the Divine united the powers of the Seven against the Void. He led the people of Rivellon to glory. Now, Fane, you will do the same. But unlike Lucian, you will not fail.
We could even replace her.
She starts to answer, but her eyes change, turning from their gentle glow to a dark shimmer. She looks up and gasps.
No, I see them. The servants of the king, the forces of the Void. They're here. Fly, dear Fane, fly!
White-hot cold pierces your heart like a blade. You are frozen to the spot. The burning ice pumps through you like a curse, and then
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
The same troubled look is visible on each face. You've seen the gods beaten and defied, strung up as a warning.
When the darkness comes for me, I shall not be hanging about.
The gods are dead. Long live the Godwoken. If the Seven should indeed come to nothing, I'll be ready to take their place.
The arrogance of this dude. Well, alright. There's a Laura here, of course. We have the level up to do. And what we need is, you guessed it, more memory and more wits. And here we are going to be wanting for... I don't know, Scoundrel sounds pretty good just because of adrenaline. Maybe a bit more polymorph. Yeah, let's take... Should we take one more polymorph? Get more wits? Or we could pump into our various skills here. Let's take one more polymorph. Or wits. And Red Prince will get... Would Necromancer be any good? Or we could... I don't... Well... There are a couple of good skills there, sure. Maybe we should get some polymorph too. But before that, we are going to be loving much more... We are going to take Scoundrel. We are quite the scoundrels. Then let's just go to the... cell here. And...
Where have you been?
okay.
I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go.
Where are we?
There's no time. I can't hold us here. Brace yourself. This might hurt a lot.
Alright. Sure enough.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast. The Godwoken were alive, but what of the gods?
Yeah, what of the gods? What about them?
Solid ground materializes beneath your feet. Your weight falls back into your body all at once, and bright sunlight suddenly illuminates your surroundings. As you look around, you realize you're still aboard the Lady Vengeance. A gust of fresh sea air caresses you, and warm sunshine coaxes the bones of your skull and hands to tighten pleasantly.
Oh, one moment, please. Oh, just a moment.
Malady explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body. At last, she sneezes and expels a glob of something shiny and silver onto the deck. It wriggles quickly off the siding and plummets into the sea with a splash.
Better. Let's not do that again anytime soon.
An easy deal.
Very good. I'll feel far less put upon if you tell me you learned something useful on our little field trip.
Some ethereal figures calling themselves gods keep trying to distract you from your purpose.
Even I know when to pay attention to the gods. Tell me what you saw.
Let's describe her everything.
I see. So, your god seemed uncharacteristically frightened, told you the void was coming, and that only you could ascend to divinity, after which you felt a cold deep within you. Well then, it sounds like you need to ascend, doesn't it? And quickly.
She inspects her fingernails with great attention, then looks up at you from under an arched eyebrow.
Did they mention how you were meant to become the next divine?
We need to grow our powers.
Oh, what confidence you inspire.
I know.
Luckily for you, Mama Malady is here to help.
Mama.
We already know you can bless, but as far as I know, you can neither see source nor take it as you see fit. I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that any godwoken worth their salt will know how to perform all these so fantastic feats. You need to go see the Meister.
Well, where can we find this Meister?
Oh, she's got one of those things in Driftwood, you know, the building where people go and they do things inside of it. Home, that's it. She's got a home in Driftwood. Give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you and she'll handle the rest. You're at the beginning of a long journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly interesting. Now, I must be going, and so must you.
Where's she off to?
Shopping.
Right. How can we get to shore?
Our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly fun?
It will be exciting.
Before you go, if I'm not back by the time you find out where our journey takes us next, you can call me back here. Tell the ship. She'll know how to summon me. And in the unlikely case you don't manage to do whatever it is you'll need to do to become what you need to become, you could call me, but I would be grateful if it doesn't come to that.
Okay. Maybe because she doesn't want to throw up more swords. Well, there's not much here we can do. Let's talk to Gareth.
She's something, right?
He is. Oh. Now that's what I'll want to see. Some more skill boost. Earthquake. Poison wave. Would be nice. Reactive armor, the best skill in the game.
I question Siva's trust in her, but Malady's usefulness is self-evident. As Lucian said, you will be eternally gifted when you act in my name.
What his plans are?
Paradise awaits, my friend. Not an actual paradise, of course. I don't think there's such a place in all of Rivellon. Paradise Downs. My parents still sow the soil there. And if the Order hadn't called me to its ranks, I'd still call their farm my home. I miss it. I miss them. They've been forever understanding of my duty. But I admit, I've been neglectful. I have some wrongs to right.
He knows what's next for him. Ask what's next for you.
I expect Malady has an answer to that.
Right.
It seems she's got it all in hand.
Does he really have to quote Lucian so often?
Only as often as I need his guidance, Ancient One. When I invoke Lucian's words, I invoke his deeds too. He stood for the defenseless when the Black Ring rose up. For all of us. For my mother. My father.
Gareth's nostalgia lasts for just a moment longer. He composes himself, clears his throat, and waits for your next question.
Which doesn't come.
Hail, friend!
Now let's talk to Tarquin too.
I hadn't realized I was in such illustrious company when we met before. Most fascinating, the things I've been hearing about you.
And here we find a good skill book. Living on the Edge. We are going to be loving that. Plenty. Seems pretty useful. How about the wire? Quiescent pair. Oh. All kinds of stuff here. Holy moly. He's selling better runes. And I guess we would really love better runes. Thievery gauntlets. Oh, what's this? Oh, chain lightning. We already have it. Let's buy a teleportation scroll. And now we can just sell some stuff we aren't going to use. Like the fancy necklace, for example. And before we sell this, let's make them into arrows. We won't be needing crumbling skulls anymore, that's for sure. 30 empty potion bottles, that's nice. Okay, then we are just going to contaminated Magister's food. Well, sure. You never know. You never know when you're going to need contaminated Magister's food.
That you're, how did Malady put it again? A god-woken. Yes, that's it. Quite remarkable if it's true.
But would it alter his opinion of us somehow?
Tarquin pauses, taking you in. Genial smile and calculating eye.
Most people are too sentimental to admit that friendship is a transaction. I am not. I'm sure we can both be of use to each other.
The idea of friendship does sound appealing.
Marvelous. Great things abound in our future, I'm sure.
Many aboard this ship died during recent ordeals. How is it that he
Why, it
survived?
was your ally, Malady, who spared me. She claimed that I might be of some use yet. Rather flattering to enjoy the favor of such a powerful being.
We'd like to do some trading. We'd like to take our leave.
You honor me with your repeated presence.
But that's weird.
I hadn't realized I was in such illustrious company when we met before. That you're, how did Malady put it again? A god-woken.
Oh,
That's
would
it.
that be
Quite
of
remarkable
interest
if it's
to him?
true. Come now. You've seen the state of things. A potential savior from all this void-woken nonsense would be of interest to everyone with a beating heart. And some without, I would imagine.
It seems like he has hidden
We
motives.
all have secrets. Do I oblige you to spill your heart to me? No, I do not. Besides, we may not have always seen perfectly eye to eye, but that would be the makings of a truly dull relationship anyway, don't you think?
Well, relationships are like a game of chess, which of course you always win.
A wise attitude. Most wise. I'm sure we can build something magnificent on these foundations.
Let's take our leave. Maybe he'll give us a quest later. Let's go to the beach. Oh, he just goes on his merry way. And we are going to do the same. Meaning we are going to stop here for today. And Maybe I will come back later today. For now I'm going to eat something and maybe clean a bit, play with my cat. You know, the usual, the important stuff. And I might be back later in the evening. I'm not completely sure. But if I am, be sure to come say hi. I would appreciate it. I also appreciate you being here today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya!